themselves. They raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker the third. And space tough to come by there. So get maybe a yard to the 37.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Red 80. Red 80.
Darnold down to throw. Has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And the Lions pressure, he's brought down. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They snap it, they're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Go. Like 180. Two.
To throw is gone. He's got it complete to Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 43 yards. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now Darnold. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Darnold. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now a second and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the encroachment penalty, here's second and 5. Again, Darnold. Outright to Smith and Jigba. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 39 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
7, Seahawks 6. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Gibbs. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Hold on. Check. Hey, Shell.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He finds his man complete. That's Gibbs. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys are able to extend their lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Looking to put a drive together. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. To the 43, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Darnold.
At the 43.
Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now it's Darnold. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is taken in. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. His throw incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Darnold to throw again. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense.
And he will take this one for the Seattle touchdown.
Oh, that should have been a pick. That's crazy.
Ken Walker, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have cut the lead back down to 2. They'll try and throw for it. Right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. The wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Goff now looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Goff now to throw. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Crack all 80.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 2-yard line.
Ready? Happy Lions. Go.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Seahawks 14.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. 4-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Here's Darnold.
Oh.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. To throw is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
We're good. We're good.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down. The give, right side for Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Here's Goff. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Up the middle, here's Walker. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
19 yards. And the Seahawks, first down.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Walker with another carry.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
A gain of 2.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Darnold's going to stay out there. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll drop the throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man right side of St. Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's gone.
That's into the hands of
sideline to sideline.
And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Pick up with 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Goff. That'll be caught by St. Brown.
Sideline, sideline. Too
Goff
much
to St.
fish.
Brown for the Detroit 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw again.
That's a hot one.
And he's going to get this down
That's
to the
all out.
20-yard line. The Lions passing game in.
Call a timeout.
They got another 1st down.
Better call a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Goff. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Oh, we had times he dove. Oh, he dove.
Options and throws it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
17. Hey, shell.
Again, Goff.
Yeah.
And this one is incomplete.
Oh, goodness, that was a touchdown.
They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that
Yeah,
time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Goff.
He'll try and do this himself.
That is caught.
Let's
and
go.
all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
12. Yes, sir.
Now Goff. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Here we go, 76. Hey, 76.
Goff now looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass break up there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Goff throwing again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
5. What's that?
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Brock Wright from 4 yards out. And the Lions have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, what we got, fellas? Let's go back to this right here.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on
Yeah,
4th down,
on purpose.
That's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Torrey Horton.
We get that bad. We didn't work on it.
And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
no No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold.
Oh, that's me. We're going all the way. Let's go.
And nothing but daylight ahead.
He's fast, though. Oh, my God. Peacock, man.
That was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does.
How we don't get to that?
It's still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Back to throw. Goff.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
What a dive.
Williams. And he's going
What
to
a
touchdown,
dive.
but he's got the first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Goff.
Oh, got one, coach.
He's got this to Williams.
Oh, we can spin the block on him. Oh.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Detroit.
Look at now.
59 yards.
Big time credit. What a play
Look at
design
now.
there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
He could make that
And
tackle.
he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Hey, 5.
Now Goff.
Oh,
And
my
it's
God.
intercepted at the goal line.
They're going to jump, man. That's
Tariq
crazy.
Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
Here's Darnold.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And a short gain there as he'll get it only to about the 24.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
My pig bag, that's a pig.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Darnold. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Darnold. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Darnold to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Now it's Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And now a 1st chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to get him another 1st down here as he's able to dive forward to get as much as he can. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's 1st and goal.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback.
Let's go, man.
It is intercepted.
Ran like a book.
Jack Campbell with a pick.
Ran like a
And
book.
the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
That should have been a blowout. I ain't even gonna count. That definitely should have been a blowout.
First time I done got wild in a long time. We hit it, have a good first. You keep them coming. We know a lot about turning nothing to something. We doing big things, ain't never bluffing. Top of the world, ain't no doubt in mine. It's about time. Whoa. Hey, what you know? Hey, crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get loud. So get loud. So get loud. So get loud.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Detroit Lions. Kicker Jake Bates has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted
Should be a good
at the
one.
30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First run down for Kyron Williams.
That run guy ain't dead, homeboy.
Anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling here has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six. So we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 10.
To throw is Stafford.
Pass throw to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To the air again, Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete right side. It's to Slaw.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 16
The
yards.
catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses, just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Goff. And incomplete on a deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To the air again. Goff.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here we go on fourth. Goff. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for a Lions first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw is Goff.
That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Goff.
This pass down the field for Gibbs.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Rams are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
They'll take over at first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Stafford.
That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. Big strides, look at him go. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets us all the way down to the 10.
A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
First down and 10 yards to go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
180.
Now Stafford.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams have taken the lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
That's the score. Rams 14. Lions 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, I mean, it was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Detroit Lions, first down.
76.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now it's Goff. Now he's going to step up and run. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Goff. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Block 20.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 14. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Maverick. What's up?
Now Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
The kicker on for the
Point after here coming up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're mounted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing is Stafford. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Rams.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford. Well, the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw.
That's caught. Puka Nacua.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The final shot before break here. Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
36-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9.
Super 1. We go top. Super. 180.
Back to throw. Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Goff now looks to throw.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
It's 4th down.
Listen.
On 4th down, Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's good. 4 on Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
12. Hey, count. 12.
Here's Goff.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards.
That's another.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Point after right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Rams 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive in the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that...
Oh, yeah, get him up out of here.
Who you trying to get crazy with this scene? Don't you know I'm loco?